hell yeah, brother. Welcome to the podcast, Stop Crying Poser. Greatest podcast known to man as voted by the sandwich shop, Potbelly. I've never heard of that fucking place before, but I was reading an article today, and we're about to have Potbellies in Las Vegas, so that's going to be good for me, because I kind of resemble a potbelly pig in some ways, mainly my little curvy tail. No, it's because I'm fat, assholes. Who do we got in the chat right now? This is an unannounced stream, and we're also running late, so we don't have very many people, which is fine. It's like a small, quaint family dinner, except instead of serving turkey, we're serving positive thoughts and some funny news articles. We have Keith King in the chat, Recon19, Gyges, Keith King again, M Brown 902, Ring a Ting Ting Bing Bing Bum Boy, and Ron Stop. Maybe a couple of others lurking around. I'm happy to be here. Today we are recording this on the day after Halloween. I'm curious what you guys dressed up for on Halloween. I was a piece of bacon. I've been bacon for the past several years. Last year I was bacon, and the year before that I was on the Major Crew Halloween video as bacon. Something about being bacon is just easy to do. You can wear a jacket. I was bacon wearing a little fake leather jacket, and went downtown. It was a good time. We stayed out a little bit late, which is kind of why the podcast is running a little bit late today. I do want to share with you guys an interesting story that happened the moment we got downtown. We walk over there, there's people playing live music, there's millions of people all just fucking in the way, we're getting through, and Lily spots a dog, and whenever she sees a dog, she wants to pet him. She walks up to the dog, the guy's like, oh, the dog wants to say hi to you, he wants to kiss you on the nose or something, whatever the fuck weird people say. I'm looking at the guy, he looks homeless. The dog starts off by barking at her, jumps up, puts his nails onto her leg, rips her fishnets, because she was like a sexy, like, jaguar or something, rips her fishnets, cuts her leg open. There's a little blood dripping down her fucking leg. Security comes up, trying to figure out what's going on, and I'm just like, dude, this is a great way to start Halloween. It ended up not being very bad at all. Also, Lily is a true OG rider, because security is like, what dog was it? Who did this? And she's like, I don't want to tell you. She clammed up on him. She was not snitching on nobody, which is how you guys should be. Don't go out there. Don't be snitching. It's been a somewhat eventful week, but I don't think we're going to have a full-length podcast today because I'm just not really in the mood. I ate some spicy food this morning. My stomach's not feeling great, but that won't stop how fun of a podcast we might be able to have. So yeah, after she got fucked up by the dog, we drank some beers, we Ubered home, and for her it was kind of a rough morning because she left to go to work at like 11 a.m., got to work, I guess they didn't have any work for her to do, or no, the computers were broken or something, sent her back, so she's somewhere around the house taking a nap while I'm here to still go to work. This is kind of like work to me, believe it or not. Then again, I think about this sometimes. I watch these Twitch streamers, and I watch people who sometimes complain about, man, I gotta fucking stream today, I gotta do this, I gotta do that. First off, coming from a guy who's had real jobs, and talking to you guys, most of you have real jobs, waking up at fucking 1 p.m. and playing video games it's pretty okay, right? I've even had some really cush jobs. In fact, the majority of jobs that I've had were all pretty easy. I worked in a warehouse. That was real work, right? But after that, I got into security. Security is basically just getting paid to do nothing. You're basically just there to be looked at like you can do something. I've told you guys this all the time. Back in the day, when I was security, I wasn't allowed to touch anyone. Like, I couldn't push anyone or grab anyone at certain venues. And they even told me once, if somebody goes to give you a high five or like a dap you or something, to try to avoid it, which is weird. You know, obviously somebody goes like this to me, I'm not going to be like, no, sir, can't dap you. I cannot fist bump you. Sir, that's against my religion. Get the fuck out of this venue and never return. But the reason for that is because they could say, like, oh, he squeezed my hand too much, tried to intimidate me, and then I'd get fired, and then they could potentially, you know, try to fuck up the casino or whatever. So they tried to make no one touch anyone. So you want to talk about a job that's easy, a job you're not even allowed to touch people? Then again, are there that many jobs where you are encouraged to touch other people? I don't think so. I worked in a skate shop. Can you imagine every time somebody walks in, you have to grab them and shake them? Shake them! What is that movie? He's like, I take the dog and I fucking kick him. I choke him. I think that's Friday. Oh, by the way, that guy is John Witherspoon, actor, comedian who memorably played Ice Cube's father in the Friday films, has died at age 77. That's pretty sad. Pretty sad news because that guy made me laugh a lot. I also recently found out, I'm not sure if he had a cooking show, but I definitely watched a video of him trying to teach people how to cook gumbo, and it was fucking hilarious. And it wasn't like something that had some big production value. It was just him teaching like the viewer how to make gumbo, and he was just such a fucking crazy person. Anyways, trivia question. Today's trivia question is going to be very easy. Okay, you don't have to know anything about life or space or wildlife or aquatic life or history. All you have to know, who was the subject of today's YouTube upload? If you're watching this at a later date, I did Nolly Shove It to Manual. It was inspired by one of my friends. All you have to do is name that friend, and you will be the proud owner of a Ninja Lifestyle sticker pack. I'm putting you guys to the test. Who actually wakes up and watches my videos? The video's been out for 5 hours and 18 minutes. I would assume that one of you guys would have somehow supported my YouTube channel by at least reading the title of the video. The clock's fucking ticking. Looks like no one. Looks like no person in my chat room has watched today's video. Well, that is outstanding. Recon says Mevin. That was close. It's not Mevin. Sean also says Melvin, which is incorrect. You know what I've been watching a lot of lately? Cash Cab. I'm going to try to talk like him. Oh, I'm overseas. Oh, that is incorrect. M. Brown says D-Mob. That's going to be $50 for you. M. Brown is the winner of a Ninja Lifestyle sticker pack. It was D-Mob. I saw D-Mob last weekend. I was hanging out with him and Schwugs and my homie Theo. Just talking about the good old days. Actually, we were talking about the not so good old days when D-Mob got shot. There's actually a video of me talking to him in the hospital on YouTube. And it's funny because I guess he was on so much like pain medication that he doesn't even remember making that video with me. Like, he remembers seeing me in the hospital, but he doesn't remember us filming a video, which is funny because I guess I totally took advantage of someone who had been shot 4 times and made a video about it for my own personal gain. No, I'm kidding. The video was for like a donation thing to help him with medical costs and shit. It ended up being okay. But yeah, that's what's been going on with me. That was the trivia question. I want to tell you guys a story about 3 days ago. I went to La Bonita. It's like a grocery store, but it's mostly Spanish people, right? It's a Mexican grocery store. Whenever I say something like that, I always feel like I don't know, like, what's the politically correct way to say it. Like, oh, it's a Mexican store. I don't know if I'm supposed to say that because it's not necessarily like, it's not just Mexican. Is it Latino? Is it Mexican? Is it Hispanic? Is it Spanish? I don't know. It's fucking no one there speaks English. So I go in there because they have the best butcher shop ever. It's the greatest. You take a number. It's a big line of people. You wait there for like 10 minutes. They call your number, and then you get like this nice, fresh fucking meat. Because there's like a window too, because you can see them just chopping the shit out of animals. So you know that what they're cooking is fresh because you see like a big animal being made into small pieces of said animal, and then you fucking get the pieces. It's great. So anyways, I went in there. I was going to make a cabeza for Lily. I was going to surprise her. I was going to just come home. I finished skating early. I was going to surprise her with some cabeza. It's like a beef cheek. So it's like stewed beef cheek, and then you make tacos out of it. It's real, like, tender, flavorful meat. You slow cook it and just add some basic spices, cumin, onions, jalapeno, and maybe like some chili powder or something. And it's really good, and it's really easy to make. Slow cook it 5, 6, 7, 8 hours. Boom, it's ready to go. You don't even need like water or stock or anything, because it just melts. It kind of like melts itself down. And then I like to make this shit called the quesadilla. Oh yeah, I'm sure it's been said before, but that's one of my favorite words to say. The quesadilla. It's a quesadilla with cabeza, obviously, if you're fucking stupid. But I go in there and I say, oh, I want the cachete, because I guess that's the cut for them. I think cachete just means like cheek, or maybe like beef cheek. I don't know. Cachete de res. I think res is like a cow. I don't know. Okay. Speaking of trying to be politically correct, I'm sounding worse and worse and worse now. Build a wall. Build a wall. So I went in there. I got it. Okay. I fucking say I want the cachete. I point at it, and then I fucking walk out. I get 2 pounds, because that's plenty. 2 pounds is kind of like almost too much for just me and Lily. Get the 2 pounds. I walk out, and I look down. And then I realized, because I'm stupid, I tell you guys this all the time, I'm a stupid person. I looked down and I realized I didn't get cachete, I got fucking cazole or something. Hold on, let me look it up right now. How do you say beef heart in Spanish? Corazon. I got corazon instead of cachete. So that was great. So I looked down at it and I'm like, fuck, dude, this is not what I expected it to be. You know, that's what I get for not paying attention. So I walked out, I paid for it. It was actually like, it was pretty fucking cheap, actually. Also, I didn't realize this. A cow's heart is fucking, like, humongous. That's why they're so lovable, because their fucking heart is huge. So I take the cow heart home, and I'm like, okay, like, I don't understand what the fuck I'm going to do. I look up some recipes. I basically made it the same way I would make cabeza, and it was not as good. It was okay. We ate it. It was good. It was certainly not tender at all. In fact, it was really hard to even cube it. Like when you're doing some type of like stew or whatever, you cut things into small cubes. My knife was almost not strong enough for this goddamn beef heart, man. But I didn't care for it. Also, I fucked up. Okay, learn from my mistake. I fucked up. I put cilantro on pretty much anything that involves meat. Right? Unless I'm making like steak and potatoes. Other than that, I put cilantro on everything. Luckily, I don't have that weird gene where cilantro tastes like soap. But here's what happened. I put too much cilantro into the slow cooker, which that was stupid. And my meat ended up being too like, I like the bitterness of cilantro sometimes, but it was too bitter for the meat. And I kind of ruined it. I really blew it. And I'll never forgive myself ever. I will take that to my grave. I will never put cilantro in there. Look, it's something you put on like last minute, right? Really blew it, and I put habaneros in there, but there was no spice at all for some reason. I don't know what's going on, man. My cooking skills have been really fucking shitty lately. The other day I tried to make just regular steak for Lily, but there was no ribeyes on sale. So here's what I do. I just look around. I'm like, okay, I'll get a chuck and some other shit. Because I don't fucking know. I got chuck and short ribs. Thinking to myself, hey, these are a little bit cheaper because the ribeyes aren't on sale, so I'll just do this. Come to find out, those are both really tough cuts of meat. So I fucking cook it the way that I would usually cook it, except the wind was blowing and fucking super free. It was the coldest night we've had so far. The wind's blowing. I can barely keep my fucking grill lit, even though it's a propane grill. If the wind blows too much, it'll blow the flame away. And so I cook them. We try to eat them. They're just terrible, and I'm just embarrassed because usually I'm pretty good with the old knife and fork and the old spatula. But it's really embarrassing for me to cook a meal and have it not be good. You know what I mean? I'm pretty proud of when I cook something and everyone goes, "Oh man, this is really good." So I cooked it and I fucking blew it. It was awful. And then I made the beef heart. So it's basically I have 2 strikes right now for this week of meals that I have fucked up. And I'm not happy about that. Guy just says, got to make a stand on steak prices though. Yeah, you know what? Now I know. So at the Kroger here, sometimes ribeyes will be like $12 off. So it'll be like you'll get a $25 steak for 13 bucks, and you're like, fuck yeah, dude, I'm in there for sure. And even then, it's not like a really nice cut or whatever. Like ribeye is a cool fucking cool thing to eat, right? Kind of fatty, but also nice and tender and good. But the ones that you get at Kroger are not the same as the ones you would get at a La Bonita. I should try to get my steak there, dude. That's what I should do. But yeah, I blew it twice. And here's the thing. When I cook something and everyone loves it, it fucking lifts my spirits, dude. I'm happy. I'm excited. I'm like, oh, boy. Like, I made everyone happy. I fed everyone for a good price. It's just, like, the greatest feeling ever. And then when you cook something and it ends up sucking, it's like this deep, dark depression. So I fucked it up. And it was also kind of annoying because Lily made asparagus and mashed potatoes, and they were delicious. Fucking amazing. She added some special ingredient. I forgot what it was. And everything was just great. And then I just made the shitty steak. And then a couple days later, I bought the wrong fucking meat. So I can't even make the cabeza. I just blew it. Whatever. Keith King says ground chuck burgers are good. I'm sure they are. I don't have a meat grinder. One of my friends does. He was so hyped when he got it just to make burgers. And then I'm the kind of guy like, you ever seen the episodes of like cartoons or whatever where someone gets a deep fryer and they just start deep frying everything? Like it starts off like, okay, I'll deep fry some chicken. Okay, then I'll deep fry some wings. Then I'll deep fry, okay, this. And then I'll deep fry an Oreo. Then I'll deep fry a banana. And then they end up deep frying everything. I think I've seen that on King of the Hill. That's how I would be with a meat grinder. I'd be like, okay, like I'm going to fucking grind up, a sirloin, some chuck, pepperoni, orange peel. Like, I would just come up with the most dumb. I'm gonna ground up a fucking jalapeno in there with everything, an onion, and just see what happens. Fuck it. I would just get out of line. It wouldn't be cool. It would be terrible. It'd be a disaster. Or it could be something beautiful. So anyways, the other day, I completely forgot what the fuck I was about to talk about. Anyways, Cake Muscle decks should be out in about 3 weeks. I have already put in the order. Should be good. I'm excited to sell them. I'm a little bit nervous because I'm going to be painting them myself, which could be a complete disaster. Because if the first few come out terrible, then I'm going to have to come up with a new idea. Maybe come up with a stencil or something. But I should be getting these for a really cheap price, so that's good. Also, there is Ninja Lifestyle merchandise on the website. If you guys haven't checked that out, the website is my YouTube. I don't know what website I was referring to. I'm just fucking so scatterbrained today. I'm not referring to any website. Go to my fucking YouTube channel and then scroll down, and there's my merchandise. So yeah, Cake Muscle's coming out. What a day, man. What a day for a podcast. I'm just not mentally there. You know what I think about sometimes is Richie, sometimes he would get drunk and he would forget how to say basic words. Like, he'd be like, oh yeah, like, what is this thing called again? It's kind of like a writing device. It writes, but I don't remember. And he'd be like, pen. And he'd go, oh yeah, pen. And I used to think that he was fucking lying. I used to think that he was fucking like making shit up. Now, I feel like it might be an alcohol thing. Maybe you drink too much alcohol and over the years you forget how to say basic words. Like the neuralizers in your brain can't fucking function or something. I don't know. But the other day, I'm telling Lily, I'm like, okay, you go get those green things, and I'll get the meat. And she's like, what do you mean the green things? I'm like, those green vegetable things with the fucking, when one end is hard and the other end is kind of like good. You make it with butter and sometimes with bacon. She's like, asparagus? I'm like, yeah, yes. You know what the fuck I'm talking about. Damn it. And I find myself not being able to think of basic words. Earlier today, I couldn't think of the fucking word cilantro. Maybe it's only vegetables, but it's not. It's not at all. Earlier today, I was trying to figure out iBook Boy, who is mysteriously not here right now. I was like, oh yeah, he's a really nice guy. Fucking, what's his name? His real name is Simon. He's really nice. He's always in the Discord. What the fuck is his name? I couldn't think of it. Clearly, the name was iBook Boy. Those of you who are regulars here on Twitch have seen him around. But yeah, my brain just doesn't work the way it used to. I'm just becoming a fucking dumb old man. Fat, dumb, pot-belly, bitch-ass, old, wrinkly, balls-having shit hole of a man. That's just me. Anyways, let's jump into the articles we have for today. I think this might actually be a short podcast. Then again, every time I say that, it ends up being a long podcast. This made me laugh. I don't know if I'm going to be able to say this without laughing. First article. Mom punched a 10 Mom, I can't do it, dude. Whew. Mom punched 10-year-old son, dislocating his jaw after he wouldn't stop playing Fortnite. I'm glad I got all my laughs out before we went live because I was having a really hard time reading that earlier. Mom punched a 10-year-old son. First off, a mother punching a 10-year-old son is the most hilarious thought I can ever think. But then the thought of being punched so hard that your jaw dislocates, and also the reason being Fortnite. Here's what I imagine. I imagine he's just fucking Fortniting around, just having fun. Like, dude, he's building this fort, fucking climbing up in the air, fucking shooting bow and arrows and rocket launchers and shit. And I just imagine her just walking up behind him and just fucking blindsiding him. Boom! Take a fucking shower. Boom! Fucking knocks his whole shit out. Let's read the article. A mother... A mother punched her 10-year-old son in the face after he would not stop playing Fortnite and take a shower, according to Florida authorities. Okay, where else in the world would this happen? I think this is actually a happy story. Police arrested Anne Perugia at her home in South Daytona. She's 35. Following the Wednesday night incident, the mom had told her son to stop playing the popular game at around 7 p.m. so that he could take a shower. About 10 minutes after she told her son to get off the game, he still had not moved. Oh, motherfucker. She asked him if he had taken a shower, and the boy replied no. That's when Perugia sternly told him to get in the shower, according to the Miami Herald. Police said as the boy started walking towards the bathroom, his mother became irate and followed him. See, this is annoying because he's already going to take a shower. When the two got into the bathroom, he stated that she punched him with a closed fist, which dislocated his jaw and caused great pain. Oh, it caused great dishonor and great pain. Perugia confirmed the argument started when her son disobeyed her orders, but she claimed there was more to the story. The mother said her son stomped his feet into the bathroom. So, it's basically the same story then. She said her son responded, "I hate you, and you don't do anything for me." Okay, first off, she bought the video game, and she's about to do something for you. She's about to shut your fucking mouth. That shit was hilarious. Perugia left the room, then overheard him speaking to his father on the phone while packing a bag. When the boy started to leave, Perugia said she grabbed him by his arm and brought him back inside. She claims the boy walked back outside and began throwing rocks at her car. Okay, now, if I threw rocks at a car when I was a kid, I would have actually had my jaw dislocated. It would have been the same thing. It would have been the exact same situation. The father said when he arrived at home to pick up the boy, Perugia came outside and told him to take his child and leave. After the boy told his father that Perugia punched him, the dad said he wanted to press charges. Holy shit. Police arrested the mother and charged her with infliction of mental and physical injury to a child. The boy is staying with an aunt because his father does not have full custody. This kid's life is fucked, okay? Fortnite might be all he has. Okay, this is actually a much sadder story than when I was originally laughing at it. And now, well, you know what? It is kind of funny now because this kid's going to go to school and everyone's going to be like, dude, you're the kid I read about. You've played Fortnite and your mom beat your fucking ass. Knocked your fucking jaw loose. Oh, that is fucking hilarious. I guess the moral of the story is get your shit together. Listen to your parents. Get off the Fortnite. It's funny that, I thought I already knew the story and then it turns out there's, more to the story. I need to quit pretending I know everything. Holy shit, dude. You know what? You throw a rock at a fucking car. In my house, you're going to fucking die. And I feel like it's going to be like that for a lot of the viewers. Then again, It's a brave new world we live in, and I see it sometimes with my friends and their kids. The kid will do something like completely fucked, and the dad will just be like, quit it. And I'd be like, dude, what? You're just gonna tell him to quit it? Like that's all he does? He's just quit it? Dude, I used to know this chick whose son would just tell her to shut up and shit like that. I was always thinking in my head, I was like, dude, if I told my mom to shut up or some shit like that, dude, she'd beat the motherfucking shit out of me. She might just do it for fun, just to see if she still got it. Just like hitting the pads or something. Just fuck me up, dude. Recon says throwing a rock is grounds for deadly force. Oh yeah, that shit would have been over. Dude, I got my ass beat one day because I was playing with matches. I wasn't even playing with matches. I wasn't in fucking California around a bunch of dust, bushfire fucking territory. No, I was just sitting on the fucking sidewalk, lighting matches and looking at them. Just lighting a match and looking at it, watching it burn. Got the motherfucking shit kicked out of me. It's probably 8 years old, just fucking looking at fire. Oh, cool, it's burning. Ha, cool, man. Fucking cool. Dude, nope. I got caught doing that shit. They fucked me up. Next article. Woman found dead with a python wrapped around her neck in a home with 140 snakes. I'm not a big fan of snakes or reptiles or anything like that, but this is not really a sad story to me. It sucks that someone died, but it's one of those things. You died doing what you loved. Here's what it is. One of my favorite YouTube channels. They haven't been uploading a lot lately, but it's called Viper Keeper. And it's this guy who has hundreds of venomous snakes that with one bite can for sure kill you, and he helps raise them and then sends them off to be sold, or if one comes in and it's sick, he'll help it get better. He's just like a vet or like a breeder for super fucking insanely deadly venomous snakes. And if I read an article tomorrow saying that he died because he got bit by a snake, I'd be like, well, that sucks. Thank you for your service. I'm glad that you helped people with their snake problems, but it's a deadly fucking animal, and now you're in trouble. Whatever. That's what the fuck happens. A woman was found dead yesterday with an 8-foot python snake wrapped around her neck. The snake was a reticulated python, which is native to Southeast Asia and is considered to be the longest snake in the world. Native to Southeast Asia is all I need to hear to not give a fuck about having this snake in my house. Do I live in Southeast Asia? No. The cops or whatever received a 911 call after she was found unresponsive. Medics arrived and tried to save her life, but were unsuccessful. Police say there were 140 snakes at the property. Wow. 20 of the snakes belonged to her. So, wait a minute. This is just like the fucking snake house. You go in, you drop off your snake. It's like the daycare for snakes. There were 140 snakes. 20 of them belonged to Hearst. She frequented the property twice a week. Here's the thing, too. I don't think a snake like that could outsmart me. I'm not positive, but I don't think that snake could outsmart me, especially if it doesn't have big teeth. It's not going to be like, look over there, and I look and I get choked, right? You got to be having the snake on you, giving it a hug or something. That's probably how that snake fucks you up. I've always wondered this, though. If a snake got around like my arm or something and then got around my neck, but I was like this, like I was able to block like my throat, do you think the snake could still fuck me up? I wonder. Or like if the snake got around my stomach, do you think it could squish me hard enough to where I wouldn't be able to breathe? Do you think a snake could break a bone? I don't know the answer to any of these questions. I was hoping that maybe a snake expert would wander into my Twitch chat. But first off, you know what kind of snake would fuck me up? Like a rattlesnake or some fucking venomous snake that can go in water because I can't barely fucking swim. But a big, slow, bitch-ass python with as long as it ain't got teeth, I'm gonna fuck you up, dude. I could fuck a snake up. I just want to just do it right now, dude. That would be a good UFC fight. Steve versus a snake. Just put me in a little room with a snake and let's just go, man. Ring the fucking bell. I'm gonna beat that fucking snake up, dude. Animal abuse. Munson told the news it was a tragic accident and they're being fully cooperative. Who cares? Riley said the snake may have caused Hurst's death. Maybe. Could be. The autopsy will be performed. You know what? We don't even know if the snake did that to her. Maybe she had a heart attack, and the snake was just nearby. Maybe the snake was trying to help. You don't fucking know. Next article. Popeyes mocks Chick-fil-A. This is going to be a quick one. This was hilarious. So, Chick-fil-A sent an email to its subscribers earlier this week to promote National Sandwich Day on November 3rd. The only problem is November 3rd falls on a Sunday, a day when all Chick-fil-A locations are closed. Calling all sandwich lovers. Some prefer it grilled, others fancy the original. No matter which Chick-fil-A sandwich you love, order yours on November 3rd for National Sandwich Day. Little to their dismay that the place is closed, you fucking idiots. Here's what's funny, though. Popeyes screenshotted their fuck-up email, right? And they just wrote, are y'all good? Yeah, on Twitter. They wrote, quote, seriously, y'all good? This is what I like, man. Some of these big corporations, they don't have like a sense of humor. Somebody's in charge of HR or someone's in charge of the media and is always just putting shit, and it's got to be like professional and everything's got to be good, everything's got to be nice. I like the idea that that somebody at Popeyes fucking went onto Twitter and was like, seriously, y'all good? Just to fucking be funny, dude. It probably got 1 billion retweets. I want more of this in like American business, right? It wouldn't bother me if fucking, if Kroger was talking shit to another grocery store or something like that, or if Burger King's talking shit to Wendy's. That wouldn't bother me. I think that'd be hilarious. Recon says Wendy's Twitter is the roast master. I always read those tweets because I've seen screenshots and I thought they were fake. But if that's real, then you know what? Then this is actually a very different story. Now Popeyes is just copying Wendy's. I think there should be more of this in big business, in all business, right? As long as it's not like, first off, you can't have a barbershop talking shit to another barbershop because somebody's barbershop is going to get fucking shot up. But I'm saying, other than that, like here in Las Vegas, we have dispensaries, right? Weed is legal. I don't smoke weed. But if one dispensary was fucking talking shit to another one saying your weed's trash, that'd be so great. I think that'd be great, dude. Isn't it like Chicago? They have the two places that serve hot dogs or something, or cheesesteaks. One's like a cheesesteak place and one's right here and they're right across the street from each other. I wish they would have fucking Twitter wars, just fucking talking shit to each other. Your cheesesteak's made with fucking rat shit. No, your cheesesteak, fucking, you guys use Cheese Whiz, you dumb, your owner's a fucking smelly bitch. I think it'd be great. I think that would be great. Your owner's a smelly bitch. I'm not the greatest shit talker when I'm fucking doing it for other people, but you know what? Fuck it. I'm going to go. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go on Twitter right now. I'm going to go to Chick-fil-A and say the owner of Chick-fil-A is a smelly bitch. How about that? How about everyone does that right now? Next article. The UFC has this BMF belt. We talked about it a little bit the other day. If you're watching this on Sunday, you will have already known who the winner of this is. I think it's Masvidal versus Nate Diaz. Here's what's annoying to me. The idea that we have belts for weight classes, I think is cool. If you win the 170-pound belt, or if you win the heavyweight belt, that means, like, you're the most badass fighter who is about 170 pounds. You're the most badass fighter under 265 pounds. You are, like, you have earned that spot. You fought your way to the top. Now we have this BMF belt, the bad motherfucker belt. Just because Nate Diaz, I think they want to promote Nate Diaz. They want to promote him without making him actually win very many fights. So they just invented some shit. And this is my opinion on everything. You're making it easier. This is like a participation medal for fucking fight sports now. They created some fucking fanciful belt. Fanciful belt? Is that fantasy? What am I trying to say? Fantasal. Fake ass, bitch ass belt. For what? For a bad, who's the most bad motherfucker? What, for what? What does that even mean? You could be any weight. It could be any time of the day. Bad motherfucker. I'm just waiting for the fucking hardcore match. And then they're going to have the intercontinental fucking thing. Tag team, UFC. It's just stupid, man. When you have to create When you have to create some shit. What's next? Fucking most violent black guy belt in the UFC. Oh no, that sounded fucking. Ooh, that sounded bad. Or like fucking most badass dude with a mohawk belt. Most badass dude with a bad back tattoo belt. Biggest foot but can still fight belt. You're just making shit up. They're just making up dumb shit. I can't believe I said most violent black guy belt. That'd be the greatest. That one goes to Kimbo Slice. My main man Kimbo. Jesus. I'm not going to get monetized on this video at all. This is going to immediately get demonetized. But I don't know. Here's what it is too though. They just created this for no fucking reason. I don't understand. I don't like it. Like me, I'm the most badass Twitch streamer with glasses, with semi-long brown hair and blue eyes, who lives in the west side of Las Vegas, who's currently wearing a Steve Austin 316 shirt. What? That's me. I get that belt because I just made up some fucking obscure bullshit, and now I'm the one. I'm the greatest. It's stupid to me. I think everyone agrees, but then again, every fucking fight fan that I go hang out with goes, "Hey man, you heard about the BMF fight tomorrow? You heard about the BMF belt?" And I'm like, "What the fuck? You like this shit?" I don't think, maybe I can't be the only one with this opinion. There has to be more people. That's it for today, guys. I don't have much planned for the podcast. We are going to stream after this. There will be a post show, but that's all I really have to talk about. We kind of had a slow, boring podcast today. I hope you guys enjoyed it. We had some laughs, dude. A mom beating up a kid over Fortnite. Now you can't write that shit. That's comedy. That's pure gold. Can we get a documentary on that? Fucking a 2-hour documentary on just boom. Oh, I can tell you guys a gross story about Liquid Gang. Speaking of that, I created a Liquid Gang out of a soft gang because I started to take a shit and I thought I was done shitting, so I went to wipe my ass and I crushed a soft gang shit all over my ass, created a big goddamn mess. It was terrible. Then I realized you can be Liquid Gang even if you started out solid gang. You can. All you have to do is squish the shit. Just squish hashtag squish the shit. Oh man, good old poop jokes. They never fail us, do they? I hope you guys enjoyed today's podcast. If you came in late, the podcast will be re-airing on Sunday at youtube.com/Ninja Lifestyle. You guys can also listen to it on iTunes or Podbean. Please tell a friend. I want the podcast to grow because, you know what? I'm trying to make this entertaining. I'm doing my best. I'm trying to live my best life, but I can't do it alone. I can't do it without your guys' help. In fact, a couple weeks ago, somebody came in and they were like, "Yeah, my brother told me to watch." And I was like, "Okay, cool." He said, "Yeah." He said, "The ninja said to tell a friend, so I'm telling you." So those two brothers are also, coincidentally, they're friends. They told each other, or one told one about the podcast, and then we had an extra viewer. So what the fuck are you waiting for? You have no excuses. As far as notifications, I want to give a extra big shout out to Recon19 for subscribing. Loogie Tanuki is our newest follower. I want to shout out everyone who lasted till the end of the podcast. Guy Just Recon, Loogie, Blessed Doki, Venus Die Traps, 902 Rider, Guy Just, Blessed, Mubot, whatever. I appreciate you guys for being here, and I hope you guys have a great weekend. As I always say, don't drink too much, but don't drink too little. Also, the only podcast that gives away fucking sticker packs. Who else is doing this shit? Who else is going out of their way to take care of you, the viewer? No one. So let's get this shit going. Make this shit grow. You guys all have a great night. Let's play that motherfucking intro. Motherfucker, what? Most violent black man belt.